Hi everyone, I'm Maureen McKenzie. I'm the event coordinator for the City of Lacombe's Encore annual sale and celebration of creative expression. And I'm here today in Brian Herrick's studio where he does his blacksmithing. Brian has Hot Flash Forge, and he's been doing blacksmithing for a while now. His pieces grace the homes across Canada, and we're so proud to have him as our feature artist. So welcome, Brian.
Thank you.
And thank you for agreeing to being our feature artist. We're so excited to have you. So can you tell me what it was that got you interested in blacksmithing in the first part? Because obviously, looking around your studio here, it goes far beyond putting horseshoes on a horse.
Yeah, well, I started out as a welder way back when I got out of high school, whalefield welding, but I guess as I put a few years in the welding, I was always fascinated about what the heat would do to metal and bending and shaping, but I really didn't know how to do it. And so somewhere around 06, 05, 06, I found out about Front Step Forge in Edmonton, and he gave weekend courses. So I went and took a weekend course, and I was hooked then. And that was
That's the way it always happens, isn't it? Yeah.
That was the end of it.
Brian, you do a lot of custom work for people, do you not?
I do. Yeah, I do some. I don't know if I'd say a lot, because up until this past summer, I was employed. I had a real job.
Well, it must be nice to have time to do this now and do it when you want. I think that's great.
Yeah, I've got a couple, or 3 or 4 people that I do stuff for, and it just seems to be enough. One fellow builds houses, so there's railings and those type of things that if I'm lucky enough to get the job, and I've gotten a few. So. Oh,
and if the people are lucky enough to get you as their blacksmith, I would say, yeah. Brian, these calla lily leaves are absolutely amazing. Can you please walk us through the process of creating one of these?
Okay, I started with a piece of 1/2-inch square bar, and the piece I picked up was about 3 feet long, but it doesn't, it doesn't have to be that length. I use that way. I don't need to have tongs, and it's a lot easier to hang on to when I'm pounding it. And so basically, I started by putting a short taper on the one end, which gives you that
beautiful point
on there. And then I came to the near side of the anvil, which on all anvils, this side is more rounded and this one's sharper.
Oh, it is, yeah, I see that.
So it cuts in a little more defined, and I'm hitting down to taper that down to get this stem started and to push a blob up this way so that I have something to work with for the flower.
Right.
Heat it up again, drive that down, and then I use the cross peen, which spreads the metal out. Once I get that blob down, then I work it this way to shape it out.
Right, I noticed you're almost pushing and pulling the edge of the metal, is that right?
It may appear that way, but basically just striking straight down, and this will force it around, and I might, on your angles, you just watch it, you try and keep it symmetrical. Keeping the heat in there, come back and start your rolling around. You can use the step of the anvil, or I have that swedge thing that roll it around, try and bring it around, and close up the seam. And then with this edge of the anvil being kind of rounded, you can roll that edge around.
Right.
Come in here if you need to round it up. This one, if you hit it with a power wire brush, when it's still kind of red, you get that blue luster on there.
Okay, yeah.
And,
it's really pretty.
That's one way to hold that color in there if you want it. So that's basically it.
Great.
Put a couple leaves on it. You could put a
stamen in there like you
Yeah.
did with the other ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Brian, thank you again for letting us come into your studio and for showing us the beautiful ways that you do your art. And I encourage everyone to come down to the Lacombe Memorial Centre on April 25th, 26th, and 27th, where Brian is a featured artist. There's lots for you to see and do, and we hope we'll see you then.